Imagine, for a moment, craving privacy so fiercely that you uproot your entire life, cross oceans, and sever ties with the most powerful institution in your world. Imagine declaring unequivocally that your children's safety and well-being demand an escape from the relentless glare of the public eye. Now imagine that same individual, years later, appearing to do the exact opposite. Not just appearing, but allegedly monetizing every single moment, every carefully cropped image, every fleeting glimpse of those very same children they claimed to protect. Because what we're about to unpack today isn't just a royal scandal. It's a jaw-dropping exposé that rips apart the carefully constructed narrative of Meghan Markle, revealing a shocking pattern of behavior that has the world asking, are Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet being used as mere pawns in their mother's relentless quest for fame, fortune, and an empire built on their backs? Buckle up, because the truth is far crazier than you could ever imagine. This is Celeb Talk, and we're diving deep into the most controversial claims rocking the House of Sussex. For years, the narrative has been consistent. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry left the royal family for privacy. They wanted to shield their children, Archie and Lilibet, from the intrusive media circus they themselves endured. It was a noble, understandable plea, one that garnered immense sympathy from around the globe. They spoke of mental health, of protection, of creating a normal life for their kids away from the prying eyes of paparazzi and tabloids. But here's the burning question. If privacy was truly the North Star guiding their every move, why are we now witnessing a seemingly endless stream of curated, highly produced content featuring their children? Why are images and videos of Archie and Lilibet, carefully managed and strategically released, becoming central to Meghan's public persona and her burgeoning brand? It's a paradox that has left millions scratching their heads, and for many, it smells distinctly of hypocrisy. From alleged shocking in-flight behavior to bizarre social media stunts, and from whispers of multi-million-dollar image rights deals to staged family moments designed for maximum virality, the Duchess of Sussex is once again at the epicenter of a firestorm. And this time, the accusations are hitting closer to home than ever before, that her own children are being leveraged for commercial gain, transforming their childhoods into a meticulously managed media spectacle. Let's rewind to a chilling anecdote that, for many, was an early red flag. A British Airways staff member, speaking off the record, recounted a deeply uncomfortable observation from a flight involving Meghan, Harry, and baby Archie. According to this eyewitness, Meghan allegedly refused to touch or even look at Archie even once during the entire journey. This staffer insisted with stark clarity that there was zero connection between mother and child, and that Meghan expected staff to handle the baby at all times, even when he was visibly distressed. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusions, we understand that anecdotal evidence is just that. But when viewed through the lens of everything that has unfolded since, this account takes on a haunting significance. It paints a picture that starkly contrasts with the loving, hands-on mother image Meghan projects through her carefully curated social media. Was this an early indication of a woman more concerned with her public image than with authentic maternal connection? Was it the initial tremor before the earthquake, hinting at a deeper, more calculated strategy at play? This isn't just about a private moment being misinterpreted. It's about a pattern. Because long before the recent flurry of child-centric content, critics observed a distinct detachment. While other royal mothers, like Catherine, are praised for their genuine, unpolished interactions with their children, Meghan's appearances, even with Archie, often felt performative, like they were part of a photo shoot, not an intimate family moment. This alleged early disinterest, if true, sets a disturbing precedent for the more overt accusations of using her children as props for brand building. It forces us to ask, were we seeing the genesis of a long-term strategy rather than just a busy new mother adapting to life on the go? The seeds of privacy for profit may have been sown far earlier than we realized. Just when the world thought Meghan Markle's social media circus couldn't get any messier, it did. If you haven't seen it, brace yourselves. We're talking about the now infamous, widely mocked twerking video, yes, you heard that right, allegedly filmed in a delivery room, set to Kesha's baby mama. This was not just a private moment. It was a bizarre, public spectacle that sent shockwaves across the internet. The reaction? Swift and brutal. The UK tabloids immediately branded it cringeworthy, and social media exploded. Viewers called it insufferable and uncomfortable, questioning why anyone would film such a private moment, let alone release it to the world. Was it endearing? Was it funny? For the vast majority, the answer was a resounding no. It felt forced, desperate, and profoundly out of touch. But here's the twisted part, according to sources close to the Sussexes. While the world cringed, Meghan and Harry were reportedly loving the attention. Why? Because apparently, going viral for shaking it while in labor is a win if it gets your brand trending. Priorities indeed. This wasn't just a random act. It was reportedly treated by Meghan's team as a marketing masterstroke, a perfect, albeit chaotic, lead-in for her upcoming lifestyle products under her new brand, including, unbelievably, rosé wine. Cheers to controversy indeed. This marketing genius extends to Meghan's social media strategy itself. Have you noticed the striking lack of comments allowed on her posts? No discussion, no dialogue, just curated content and a suspiciously polished family image. It's less about genuine connection and more about absolute control. An influencer playbook wrapped in royal branding. This carefully constructed facade, where authentic engagement is shunned in favor of a one-way broadcast, only fuels the suspicion that every move, every post, every pixel is meticulously calculated for maximum monetization. The delivery room twerk wasn't a blunder. It was, in their minds, a viral advertisement. Let that sink in. Now, let's delve into the most unsettling accusation, that Meghan is actively and systematically strategizing to cash in on her children's images. For years, royal watchers have noticed a peculiar pattern. Princess Lilibet's sweet little face is always just out of view. Archie's images are often carefully cropping, blurring, and angling. According to insiders, this isn't accidental. It's a deliberate, calculated game of hide and profit. Royal expert Arthur Edwards recently threw down the gauntlet, claiming Meghan isn't just being protective, she's plotting. His shocking assertion that the Duchess is building mystery around her children on purpose, potentially to cash in later. You heard that right. The buzz in royal circles is that Meghan has been quietly shopping around for image rights deals, allegedly laying the groundwork to sell exclusive photos of her kids to the highest bidder. Think about the implications of that. The very children they claim to be shielding from media intrusion could, according to these claims, become commodities. Their faces sold to the highest bidder in the future. Edwards even speculated, with a touch of sarcasm, about a full calendar of her children's faces. A Meghan special. And frankly, given her track record, many believe this sounds exactly like something she'd do. This goes beyond mere privacy concerns. This crosses into a realm where childhood itself becomes a marketable asset. The careful control of their public image isn't for their protection, but for their perceived market value. The tantalizing glimpse, the almost there shot, the constant teasing of their full appearance, all designed to inflate their future worth. This isn't about a mother's love. It's about brand equity. And for many, this is the most egregious betrayal of the privacy mantra yet. The pushback against Meghan's carefully crafted image intensified with two highly publicized yet seemingly inauthentic family moments: the beekeeping video and the Disneyland trip. Let's start with the Meghan beehive moment. Picture this: Meghan and little Lilibet suited up for a day of mother-daughter beekeeping. Sounds sweet, right? Except fans were quick to point out that their suits looked way too crisp, too clean, too untouched by actual bees. The vibe screamed fashion shoot, not farm life. It felt utterly manufactured, almost offensively so. Critics saw it as a desperate, not-so-subtle attempt to mimic Catherine's authenticity. While Catherine is praised for her genuine, unpolished family snapshots in nature, Meghan's version was slammed as performative, even jealous. It wasn't a family memory, it was a mood board for brand synergy. Then came the Disney content drop. Glossy footage of a 2-day Disneyland adventure for Lilibet's 4th birthday. Elsa from Frozen, Archie high-fiving stormtroopers, a birthday cake with Ariel's face, all picture perfect, designed to shift the narrative.
But the million-dollar question lingers. Was it really authentic? Or was it another meticulously planned photo opportunity? An attempt to sell a filtered family fairy tale while the comment sections remain locked down, reinforcing the one-way mirror of Meghan's social media. These events aren't just isolated incidents, they're part of a larger pattern of manufactured reality. Every public appearance, every shared image is seemingly optimized for impact, for brand building, for narrative control. The raw and earthy moments are polished within an inch of its life. It exposes a troubling truth, that even the most innocent-seeming family activities are potentially transformed into content for the Marley media machine. It begs the question, are these children experiencing genuine childhood moments, or are they constantly performing for the camera, perpetually part of a carefully constructed reality show?
This leads us to the most damning accusation of all, that Meghan's hyper-controlled, child-centric content veers into the territory of narcissistic parenting. The theory, circulating among critics and even discussed by experts in child psychology, is that this relentless focus isn't about motherhood at all, but about brand building, putting her own needs and image above her children's emotional well-being. Child psychologists warn that parents who prioritize their own image and needs can unintentionally cause emotional harm to their children. When children become props in the Markle media machine, constantly in the spotlight, constantly part of a polished narrative, what is the long-term impact on their development, their sense of self, their privacy? Consider the glaring double standard. Meghan and Harry have repeatedly slammed social media as toxic and harmful, especially for young people. Yet, here they are, sliding their own children into the very same spotlight, using them as symbols of their family brand. It's the kind of hypocrisy that leaves a truly bitter aftertaste. They preach about the dangers of online exposure, then seemingly weaponize it for their own gain. Their loyal fans insist it's just Meghan being her stylish, private, protective self. But the growing chorus of skeptics sees something entirely different. A carefully staged motherhood narrative packaged for maximum likes and minimal reality. The drip feed of content is designed to keep the public hooked, to shift narratives, to control perception. It's not protection, it's manipulation. And it raises profound questions about whether Archie and Lilibet are truly cherished family members enjoying authentic moments, or merely pawns in a long game of PR chess. Beyond the public image, the marketing ploys, and the accusations of hypocrisy, lies the potentially devastating emotional side. By allegedly isolating her children from extended family, particularly their royal cousins, historic palaces, and the rich tapestry of British summer holidays, yet simultaneously making them visible to millions of strangers online, Meghan's approach raises tough questions about what these children are actually gaining and what they are tragically losing. Royal expert Arthur Edwards, expressing genuine pity, lamented that Archie and Lilibet will never know certain aspects of their heritage, expressing sorrow that they're cooped up in that place. While we can't definitively know the inner workings of their family life, the public portrayal suggests a deliberate detachment from one side of their lineage, replaced by a hyper-publicized existence that serves a specific brand agenda. Critics argue that the emotional toll of growing up as a brand, rather than simply as a child, could have profound, long-term effects. When your every carefully chosen moment, your every image, every interaction is curated for public consumption, where is the space for true, unadulterated childhood? Where is the unfiltered joy, the messy reality, the unmarketed authenticity that every child deserves? No filter, no amount of strategic cropping can soften that stark reality. This isn't just about celebrity gossip. It's about fundamental questions of parental responsibility, media ethics, and the disturbing trend of children being exploited in the digital age. It forces us to confront the uncomfortable possibility that the very privacy Meghan Markle claimed to seek for her children has, ironically, become the most valuable commodity in her pursuit of fame and fortune. At the end of the day, Meghan Markle's portrayal of motherhood on social media continues to raise more eyebrows than admiration. With each black and white photo, each cryptic caption, each peekaboo shot of her children's backs, the same question echoes louder and louder. If privacy is what you really want, why post it all? Is it a fiercely private mom protecting her children, or is this all part of a bigger media strategy, with her kids right at the center? The evidence, for many, speaks for itself. We want to hear from you. What's your opinion on these explosive claims? Do you see a loving mother or a master manipulator? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Celeb Talk, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another deep dive into the world of celebrity secrets. Until next time, stay tuned and stay skeptical.